Good evening. You all set? That is so cool. Learn that from a school teacher. That really works. Good evening, everyone. I'm Leon Harris from NBC4, and I got to tell you, so you guys are the ones who are watching every night. I got to tell you, this is so cool to be here with you here tonight. This is only the second event I've done with people in person this year. And it's really good to be back, and it kind of feels like, doesn't it feel like normal a little bit? Kind of feels a little bit normal? Yeah. Well, as long as we keep being smart and wearing these when we get out of here, we'll be okay. But it is so great to have you all here, coming out here tonight to support Adoptions Together. This is a wonderful event, and it's been fun for me to see how many people here have so many different interesting connections to the group and to the cause. And we've got a lot of people who are not here tonight because we're also streaming this event, which means we have a lot of folks who are at home watching, so they are not here. I don't know why. We got room for them. I don't know if it's an ankle monitoring bracelet situation or if there are people they are purposely trying to stay away from in this room. But let's give the folks who are at home right now watching online, streaming along with us, let's give them a round of applause. All right? Because even if they aren't physically here, their hearts are in the right places. All right. So the auction now the online auction has now closed down, but you're still going to have a chance to get in on the action. We've got lots of stuff for you to bid on tonight, and we're going to have a good time doing it. Tonight, through the Shining Star Appeal, you're going to have other opportunities as well to give and to support Adoptions Together. And we're going to learn a lot tonight about what they're doing and the lives that they are changing in the process. And every dollar you give is going to make you feel even better when you leave here tonight. All right, to begin, let's thank the folks who made tonight possible. Our sponsors. And we've got some really, really good people. And what I love about them is that this is our community. We live here. The difference they're contributing to make a difference with and to improve people's lives in are happening all around us. You don't have to imagine it. It's not theory. You don't have to turn the TV on about it or go look online. It's happening right here where you live. So let's thank our sponsors here. Our presenting sponsor tonight, Collins Investment Group. Let's give them a round of applause. And our platinum sponsors, Atlantic Parking, Brown Advisory, ERP International, John and Margot Divine, Lindsay Shine, M&T Bank, and Suzanne Felton. Let's give them all a round of applause. And I'm not going to do this for everybody, but I will go back to Suzanne. She is at the table over here in the front on the far to your right. And as you can tell, she is joined by some Navy midshipmen who are here with us tonight. So we want to thank them for the commitment they've made to preserving the American way for all of us. And Suzanne, thank you for bringing them here tonight. God bless you. Now let's thank our silver sponsors, the McLean School and MLM Home Improvement. Our bid card sponsor, Efficient Home LLC. Our 1990 sponsors, Jason and Kathleen Deloach of Alexander and Cleaver, Lorraine and Phil Landfried, and Wellfleet Equity. Let's give them all a round of applause. All right. And our bronze sponsors, AMR Commercial LLC, Burton Research and Strategies, Embark Behavioral Health, The Market at River Falls, ROI Construction, Sandy Spring Bank, and Suzanne Jouot, Realtor. Let's give them all a round of applause. And you can't have a taste in Potomac without restaurants and without chefs. We want to give a big shout out to our restaurant partners because we couldn't do any of this without all of you. And we've got some of the chefs who are here, and I want to make sure that I mention them by name. Chef Dimitri from Cava over here. All right. Also, and he's doing this thing over at Julian Molina as well. Good to see you and glad to have you here tonight. I heard Rick Dugan is here from Grilled Oyster. Where's Rick? He's not here? If you see him, give him a high five from me. The only thing I can eat there is the wings, but unfortunately, I moved here to this town and I'm allergic to damn near everything you guys get to eat. Where is Greg Kahn from Gregorio's? Where's Greg? Where? I got light in my eyes. Gregorio's, you guys are the best. Love your pastas. Hey, I got to give a shout out to two people who have taken more money from me and my wife over the last 18 years than anybody in this room. Jim and Yasmin from River Falls Market. Yes. At some point, can a brother get a rebate or a coupon or I don't know, some free tilapia or something? I don't know. And where is Allie from Made by McLean? I heard Allie's here. All right. And our friends from here at the hotel from the Corby Kitchen, they're here, right over here in the corner. So thank you all so much for everything you all did to make this the night that we're all going to enjoy. And most of all, I want to thank every single one of you who didn't cook something to come here, but you did come up on a Saturday and get yourself dressed up and come out here for a great cause and a great reason, and to me, affirm what it is that we look for every single day. We look for the people who are making a positive difference and trying to make this world a better place and doing it one family, one child at a time. So this is a crazy-ass world. I see it every single day, but you all are the reasons why we can still keep going on and still have hope and give hope to these families who are trying to find a way to change their fortunes, all right? Now, let's talk about how Adoptions Together all got started. 32 years ago, Janice Goldwater was a social worker working in the child welfare field, and she witnessed firsthand the gross disparity of services available to children and parents based on race, health, marital status, sexual orientation. There were so many obstacles. In 1990, private adoption agencies welcomed healthy infants of majority races, but they wouldn't serve same-sex couples, single adults, people of color, medically fragile infants, and older children growing up in state foster care, which we all know are the hardest ones to place. But Janice saw the injustices in the system, and she was determined to do something about it. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to join me in welcoming to the stage one person who has done so much to change this crazy-ass world. One child, one family at a time. Would you please join me in welcoming Janice Goldwater? Janice, come here. I'm vaccinated.
Me too.
It's okay, we're vaccinated.
Right. All right, thank you, Leon. Thank you so much. It's been 31 years, yet in so many ways it still feels like yesterday when we set out to make our world a kinder, more gentle place. And I want to again thank you to all of our sponsors and to our amazing Taste in Potomac committee, especially our chairs, Kimberly Day, you could raise your hand, Susanna Zhao, Lori Marks, and Sheila Manconi. It's so much work to put on an event like this, and they have been leading an incredible team. Thank you to the entire team who put this event on this evening. And thank you to our board of directors and to our staff, without whom tonight would not be possible. And I want to give a special cheer to our fearless leader, Margot Devine. And of course, thank you so much for showing up tonight and for showing up virtually and in person. We have close to 200 people in this large room where we're not on top of each other. I don't know about you, but that auction was pretty awesome. And being outdoors, it feels safe, it feels comfortable, and I really appreciate that. So thank you for coming out with us tonight. Well, what a crazy 18 months it's been. When we began planning this event a year ago, we had no idea we would still be in this. We thought life would be back to normal by now, but it's a new normal. And I'm not sure I like this new normal, but we're learning from it and we're growing with it. It's tested all of us, and as I'm about to share, for some in our community, it's tested us even more than we can imagine. And I want to tell you a story about something that happened about 2 months ago. One evening, we got a call from a desperate mom, a desperate young mom, who showed up at our Baltimore office with her 9-month-old baby boy. Because we have 24/7 crisis intervention, she was able to call, and a social worker went to meet with her. What she told us was that she had no formula, that she loved her child very much, but that she couldn't take care of him. And she thought the only thing she could do was to make an adoption plan for him. So we took the child into care, and the interim care family that we have, which is the families that care for our infants while their birth parents are exploring the option of adoption and making sure this is really what they want, brought that baby into their home. And that first night, he was hungry, so we filled up his tummy with formula. And the interim care mom literally rocked him the entire night as he wailed. It was so painful to observe. This mom clearly loved her child and wanted the best for him. But sometimes love is not enough. In this case, she had all the love in the world, but didn't have access to the resources she needed in order to care for him. So the work that we do, and we work with about 300 expectant and new parents each year, who come to us exploring the option of adoption. And what we did was we provided counseling for her. We helped her, we educated her. We looked at all the resources in the community. And we worked with her enough so that she said, you know, I think with support wrapped around me, I'm going to be able to bring my child home and raise him myself. So that child, after spending some time in our care, is now home with her. She's wrapped services around her, and they're doing quite well. You know, for Donna, our interim care provider, that was the 67th child that she's cared for over the last 11 years. Many of the parents we work with do choose adoption, and for their children, and we're grateful that we have waiting families that are fully prepared to adopt babies, school-age kids, teens, and that's one of the things we do. We work really hard to recruit a broad base of parents, so we have parents for every child who needs us. And I'm so proud to say that in the last 31 years, we have never turned away a parent who is seeking adoption services for their child. So as you can imagine, the fear and restrictions created by the pandemic has created special challenges for families. Raising children, particularly children who have experienced abuse, neglect, and may have spent some time living in foster care. With the uncertainty of school, the loss of the structures, and all the things that anybody who's raising kids, you know how incredibly important the external structures are for keeping sanity and well-being in your family. So for many of our families, having everything ripped out, it made it incredibly more difficult. But because of the support we have from you, from the community, we were able to virtually wrap services and support around these families. We immediately started a parent support group, and we have about 15 parents that show up every week, and they have become a lifeline for one another. We have done all of our counseling services virtually, and we have a tremendous amount of support that's there for families, again, with 24/7 crisis intervention. You know, I felt so thankful that Adoptions Together is very administratively sound. And because we have invested in our infrastructure with your support, we were able to go virtual like that. We had the resources in place, and so we did not skip a beat. We did not miss serving one child or family who needed us. Providing optimal services for families and children during the pandemic has been challenging for our staff. So we've also worked really hard to take care of our staff, because we know that our staff cannot give to somebody else that which they don't possess themselves. So if our staff's not okay, our clients aren't going to be okay. So we've had to really invest in taking care of our staff and having a whole and healthy environment. I'm so proud. There's a number of staff here, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you and everything you're doing to make our world a kinder and more gentle place. We're now taking the lessons. You know, Adoptions Together began working with children, with families, with systems, with organizations, and we know a lot about trauma. We know a lot about how trauma affects the body, the soul, the mind, the developing brain, the existing brain. We know what happens when every day we're dealing with repeated trauma. And we're now taking the lessons that we've learned to bring it out to the broader community. So this year, we have trained about 1,000 professionals around town in the impact of trauma. We've worked in hospitals, police departments, departments of social services. We did the entire staff of the Prince George's County Department of Social Services. We've worked around Baltimore City, and we've done a tremendous amount of work to both teach professionals to ask themselves, what happened to you that makes you act the way you do, not what's wrong with you as to why you're acting the way that you do. It's a paradigm shift, because each one of us human beings we're directly impacted by what happens to us. And when we can switch and change that paradigm to what happened to you, we can have a whole lot more empathy and patience for one another. Yeah. And another thing we've been doing is a lot of work with first responders around what we call vicarious trauma. You know, when you're on the front line and you see children, adults, and people hurting each other, and people being hurt, it directly impacts our own minds and bodies. So we know that if we can teach people to recognize how it's impacting them and how to take care of themselves, they're not only going to be more whole as human beings, but they're going to be able to show up more fully to help those that they're serving. Again, none of this would be possible without your generosity and your support. So, you know, there's the 200 of us who are here in the room. There's a much broader community, and it all comes back to each one of us caring and taking action. I'd like to close by telling you about one of the accomplishments that I feel so inspired and proud by. Something that happened, there was a white paper that the Able Foundation wrote the Able Foundation, you'll learn a little bit more about them in a minute, but they wrote a white paper about the problem of children aging out of foster care in Baltimore City at the age of 18 or 21 and going into the streets to homelessness. It was a child welfare intervention that did not have the outcome that was needed. So they wrote a paper. We went and we met with the Able Foundation. And we said, we have a solution to that. And they said, if you can convince the department to try your solution, we'll fund it. So hundreds, and we probably are over 1,000. We've been working now for 14 years on this project. And we are really thrilled to honor the Able Foundation this evening. And so if you we'll take a look at the screen. I can introduce you to Terry Stoudemire and Kim Bivens, who's been a valued member of our Family Find team for more than 10 years. So we'll take a look at the videos and introduce you to the program and the Able Foundation.
In 2010, we published a report that looked at what happens to children in Baltimore's foster care system. What we found is kids were spending long periods of time in foster care without any plan for permanency. Over the preceding 8 years, the numbers of children placed in adoptive and guardianship homes had declined by more than half. After that report came out, Adoptions Together contacted us and said, you thought you had a solution. So we decided to take a chance on a new program, and we provided the seed funding for the Family Find program in Baltimore City.
We are a program that's designed to find relatives, to find family for children who are in the foster care system. We're looking for any name, any address, any phone number that might get overlooked. And then we also meet with the child to find out what the child wants.
The program really ended up shifting the culture at the department, which was incredible.
There was a 14-year-old boy. The mother reached out to the Department of Social Services. She was having behavioral problems with him at home, and they provided her with the group home for him to come to so that he could get therapy to help him deal with his anger issues. The mother believed that she had done all she could do for her son, but she still did not feel like that it would be best for him to come home. That's when the decision was made by the worker to get Family Find involved. He was just the nicest little young man. Once we started talking and he became very comfortable with me, he told me that all he wanted was to find his father. We found that his father lived in North Carolina. I contacted this father, and he just was so happy and excited because he said, I have not seen my son since he was 3 years old. And we all came to a meeting. He and the young boy broke down and cried, and it sounded like it was years of tears. So he moved back to Baltimore, and he got custody of his son. His son has since graduated from high school and is on his way to college. That's one of the stories that stay with me.
The program is now serving around 100 kids every year, and it's had incredible outcomes, and it's been an excellent partnership, and I really want to thank you for allowing us to support this.
Okay, I'd like to call Joe Manko from the Able Foundation. Thank you so much on behalf of all of us who care so deeply about family. Thank you for your investment.
Yeah, of course.
Would you like to
Yeah.
say a couple words?
Yeah. I'm honored to accept this award on behalf of the ABLE Foundation, but more importantly, the foundation is incredibly proud of having played a role in launching the Family Find Step Down program, which has helped hundreds of children in Baltimore's foster care system find permanent homes and lifelong connections with supportive adults. 10 years ago, Janice Goldwater approached my colleague, Terry Stoudemire, with an idea to address a pressing need in Baltimore's foster care system. The fact that children were languishing in the system with no prospects for returning to their families and no plans for exiting foster care. We had just published a report which found that children in Baltimore's foster care system were spending an average of nearly 4.5 years in foster care before being adopted, and for many, far longer. And the number of children adopted from the foster care or placed in guardianship had dropped by more than half over the past 7 years. The report was a call to action for the Baltimore City Department of Social Services to increase its focus on finding permanent families for children who had been removed from their homes and were unable to return home. In response to our report, Adoptions Together proposed to partner with the Department of Social Services to work with the hardest to place children in Baltimore's foster care system and identify permanent homes or other support systems for them before they aged out of foster care. ABLE provided the seed funding to launch the Family Find program in 2011, and 10 years later, the program continues to support youth in Baltimore's foster care system. Working hand in hand with the youth and with Baltimore City DSS caseworkers to identify family members and others who can provide lifelong support for youth so they don't age out of foster care on their own. We all know how important it is for young people who have the support of adults in their lives as they learn how to navigate the world, but too many young people leave foster care without this kind of support. Family Find has worked to change this dynamic and to create a culture shift in Baltimore City DSS that prioritizes finding permanent homes and connections for every young person in foster care. The program is now a routine part of permanency planning for youth in Baltimore's foster care system and is fully funded by the state of Maryland. As a funder, it's incredibly rewarding when our grantees have a positive impact on the lives of vulnerable individuals. When they manage to launch a new program and demonstrate its success to the extent that the government provides ongoing funding for it, that is the best possible outcome. Thank you for this award and for allowing us to play a role in supporting the transformational work done by the Family Find Step Down program.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so how did we get to the ABLE Foundation in the first place? Tom Burton. Tom Burton is a member of our board of directors, and he knew somebody who knew somebody at the ABLE Foundation, and relationships matter because people do business with people they know. So it was Tom Burton, who's our next honoree. He is one person who was able to open that door, and by his opening that door, this partnership was established, and we've got thousands of kids who are now in family. So I'd like to call your attention to watch a video about Tom Burton.
My wife, Christine, and I have 3 children, Peter, Michael, and Teddy. And all 3 of them are adopted with the great help of Adoptions Together. It was in 1994, and I first learned how talented and extremely patient they are. We sort of recognized a long time ago that families come together in lots of different ways. And this is how our family came together. And we've always been really pleased and very proud of that and proud of them. So I got involved with Adoptions Together in 2006. Since I've been on the board with Adoptions Together, I've had some great opportunities to do a variety of things. I was treasurer for a while, which was a lot of fun. And then I was board chair for a period of time. And at one point they really needed someone to help run the golf outing. So I've spent a lot of time doing that, which has been a ton of fun. We undoubtedly started it as a fundraiser, but what we quickly realized is that it's a fantastic friend raiser. So we have met so many great people and introduced the organization to some terrific people. There's a lot about Adoptions Together that I think one can find inspiring and motivating. They help children get placed in adoption. They provide counseling, mental health counseling to children and families that are involved in adoption. There's a lot of organizations that do that, but what they do that's really interesting and very cool is they will find a family for any child under any circumstance, regardless, and they're great at it. The sort of no child left behind concept is not just a phrase, like they live it, and I just really have always been inspired by the thought leadership that comes out of the organization. It's very nice to be honored tonight. It's mostly very humbling because there are just so many people who contribute great things to the organization. I've always enjoyed the work with Janice. Janice knows, I've told her before, I'm not that altruistic. I do things that I like to do, and I love to do work with Adoptions Together and the staff. Working on the golf outing is a ton of fun. I love working for Margot. So it's been a great experience.
All right, Tom. Tom's such a beautiful example of how one person, by dedicating their time and energy, can make a huge difference in the lives of so many people. So it's really an honor, Tom, to recognize you this evening.
It's very difficult for me to not hug Janice because she knows she's one of my favorite people on the planet. Well, this is very nice. Very nice to be acknowledged for my time working with Adoptions Together. The video is interesting. I'm not sure I've ever been filmed before. Been caught on film, but never filmed before. But you know, to be honored for my time working with Adoptions Together, it always strikes me as a little ironic because it's just, as I mentioned, it's just always been a great pleasure the way they find permanent homes for children and form families. It's just wonderful, and it's just been a great pleasure for me. And I would say I think about Adoptions Together all the time. I thought about them last weekend. I went to 2 weddings last weekend. On Saturday, I went to the wedding of our great friends, Wheezy and Dave. Like, that's her name. Her name is Wheezy. It's a cool name. And then on Sunday, my sister-in-law, Teddy got married to Kevin. Teddy and Kevin are here tonight. And at each of these, yeah, see, now the brother-in-law's got to start going to this stuff. So at each of these weddings, there was celebration, there was music, there was dancing, not all of it good dancing, but there was a lot of dancing. And there were tears of joy. Tears of joy shed by the friends and family of the bride and groom as they witnessed them express their love and devotion and support for each other. But also tears of joy as we watched new families be formed by these unions. So where there was a family of 3, now there's a family of 5. And where there was a family of 6, now there's a family of 9. And to witness the formation of these families is among the most beautiful and wonderful things that I have been a part of in a really long time. And then you think about Adoptions Together and all the tears of joy that they're responsible for over 30 years as they help to find a permanent home for children and create families, 8,000 plus children. There's a lot of tears of joy. So yeah, it's very nice to be acknowledged for my service to Adoptions Together, but it's been one of my greatest life's privileges, and I thank Janice and the board and others for that opportunity. I will say it's a privilege only made possible by the support of all of you who are here tonight and who throughout the years and are in the virtual world, wherever you are. Thank you, because the work they do is really important. There are more children who need to find permanent homes. There are more families that need to be formed. and more tears of joy, undoubtedly, on their way to be shed. So thank you.
All right, so one of the highlights of this event is that each year we pick one of our favorite families to introduce you to. And this year, we are going to introduce you to the Williams-Greer family. And a few months ago, I had the opportunity to spend the day with Mark and Ed and their 3 children. So we're going to take a peek into life in the William-Greer family. And in fact, they just finalized the adoption of their twins during the pandemic. And so I hope you enjoy this video, and then we'll invite them up on the stage to talk a little bit. We'll take a look.
You know, even when you have your biological kids, you think that it will just work. Yeah, because you have that DNA connection. Even when you adopt kids, you feel like you're going to have that immediate connection. And most people don't realize either way, whether it's your bio kids or the kids you adopt, that sometimes there has to be work. There's a connection that needs to be made.
That's not a dollar bill in my hand. Still. Daddy, photobomb their picture.
No, let's change the job.
So I originally moved here in May of 2013. We met in June or July, and next thing I know, I moved in with him by August, and then we were married by November. But I was just like, oh, you're how old? And you're what? And you work where? Oh yeah, I'm locking this down.
He's funny, and he's tall, so he can get stuff off the top of the shelves. And I can cook. And he can cook. Oh my God, he's a MacGyver in the kitchen. We had been married, 2 years, maybe 3, when we decided it was time to expand our family. Looking for an adoption agency, I knew that I had to find someone who's going to be a partner through the process. That was the most important thing. We're a gay family, and we had to have someone who's dealt with our type of family that brought us to adoptions together.
Family is important because every child needs a family. Every child needs the stability and structure that comes with family. And children need also a launching pad.
Us being a gay family was like not relevant at all. And it was like, okay, well, what are you looking for? And they walked us through the process. They allowed us to ask questions. They allowed us to express when we were uncomfortable with something or something didn't feel right. It made the whole process a lot easier for us.
Caden was the child that he and I needed. Yeah. Like, he is the child that was destined to be our child.
So when we started the adoption process, we went through a lot of pictures, a lot of profiles, and when I saw Caden's picture, I knew that was the one. Everything in my spirit told me that was the one.
The matching process with our parents to the children who are throughout the country is unique for each family. Typically, families see children online on a website like Adopt US Kids. We then connect with the child social worker, the therapist, possibly the foster parents. That team also looks at our families to make sure that the family has the characteristics that would match well with the child. So once the team chooses our family, it's a match.
With Caden's adoption, it was just so effortless, so fluid. And he came from the very first moment that we met him. Yeah. It was just like he was a part of the family. Caden was in the home, Caden was adjusted, he acclimated to the family. We're like, okay, We want to increase our family, and I still wanted a daughter. So we made the decision to adopt again. With the twins, with Jada and Jaden, we were destined to be their parents.
Yeah.
We are that stabilizing influence I felt like that they needed. Mark instantly had this relationship with Jaden. I instantly had this relationship with Jada. And so then we had to sit there and realize we had to work on the relationship with the other twin.
Jada, she is independent, she is confident, she is okay with who she is.
To see her growth over the last year and a half, to see the young woman that she is becoming, to see that strength that she has, to see that determination that she has, that I just can't wait to see where life takes her.
Jaden is he's such a good kid. He really is. He always wants Ed to laugh. I'm very easy because he's just really so funny. It's so good to have a kid like that. He's just such a joy and has this light that, I feel like, especially as a parent, is to make sure that no one or anything dims that. Not having someone who you raised for a lot of years, but when you meet and you realize, okay, you are alike. It's magical when that moment comes that you realize it. It is work leading up to that moment. It seemed at one point that it got easier over time. And then the pandemic happened.
With the pandemic and being stuck in the house, it gave us the opportunity to really get to know Jada and Jaden.
Yeah.
And this is time that we would never have had.
Any of those supports, those additional supports that we had obtained for families prior to the pandemic to keep them strong, they were gone. So families were left with their own inner supports, within the four walls of their home to keep their family stable.
We had more time with each other. We had more time with the kids as a whole. We had more time as a family. We had more time to spend with the kids individually that would have never happened. And one thing that I'm glad Ed and I did was take advantage of that. We took advantage of the time.
Mark Williams and Ed Greer are one of those families that really, really rose to the occasion during the pandemic. They utilized Zoom for support sessions, for check-ins. Mark and Ed talked a lot about the various games that they had to come up with to play with their kids to keep them occupied when they couldn't go outside and play with their friends. Whatever it took, Mark and Ed did it. And they successfully adopted their twins during the pandemic.
10 years from now, when things get to whatever the new normal is, I'm gonna remember, even though it's crazy, and the kids are driving me crazy. They are. And seeing them every day is driving me crazy. But I'm gonna look on that time as something that was magical, that we got to spend this time, we got to laugh, we got to joke, we got to grow together and connect in a way that we would have never connected if the pandemic didn't force us to.
No, you're not.
1, 2, 3. All right. Gonna invite the family to come up.
Oh, wow, they made our family look really good. So all of us, we want to thank you for this honor. And it's really nice to get out and get dressed in real clothes, because normally I'm only good clothes from the kind of top up, because that's all they see. And every adoption story is different, but I believe they all share some common themes: loss, hope, and love. Lost because these miracle families, including ours, come together through some type of loss. hope, because as parents, we all hope that, you know, the hard work we put into it, the sleepless nights, the empty refrigerators, all mean something at the end. And love, because family is love. And as the Bible tells us, above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. And we honestly believe that. So for us, Adoptions Together was a partner, a sounding board, a friend. And I know Allison and Pam will say that we were very patient. That's them laughing. But through all of that, it was good to have that partner who understood us, understood our families, and helped us grow to what you see today. What we hope as parents, and we've learned even more so during the pandemic, is that we're not looking for our kids to be famous or rich. Well, we would like them to be a little rich. I want to retire early. Yeah, both of us. He want to play golf. Or captains of industry. In truth, you don't want any of that, because that's stuff outside of your control. What you hope as parents is that you give your kids all the necessary tools, all the necessary skills, so that they're able to take advantage of whatever comes in front of them. We honestly believe that. So those type of ethos, for me, was instilled by my mom, who was here today, by Ed's mom, and we have a great partner in my lovely, beautiful sister-in-law, who instills that in our kids every day. It's people like you who have given, and I hope will give more. I'm making the hard pitch. Who will give more to allow some kid who may be having a rough day or a couple of days the opportunity to see the possibilities of tomorrow. Again, thank you so much.
Oh no! Come on, let's give the Williams-Greer family and all the other adoptive families a healthy round of applause. Oh man, that is the rarest of the rare, a pandemic success story. You don't hear that very often, and what I love is that is just such a perfect reminder for me. Kim, I work with Kim Day's husband, and we cover stories about families like this who don't make it every single day. And what you all are doing here tonight, and the examples that these families here are setting, is something that I want you all to remember when you leave here. When you help one of these children find a home, you may have changed a family. You change a family, you may change the block they live on. You change the block they live on, you may change the school that serves them. You change the school, you can change that entire community. You change that community, you can change the entire city. And this happens to be the most important city on the face of the earth. Think about that. So saving one of these children and helping one of these families can make the biggest difference you could possibly make with any investment you will ever make in your entire life. So think about that as I bring up the woman who is going to come out here and show us why we're all here tonight. Would you please welcome our auctioneer extraordinaire, BJ Jennings. Come on, hon.
Hey, stranger.
Good to see you again. How you been?
Wow. Hey, I'm going to borrow your podium for a minute, and then you can come back up here. I'm vaccinated, so I'm going to take off this mask if that's okay. Good evening, Adoptions Together. How are you tonight? I'm a little nervous. As Leon mentioned, actually, I think the last time I saw you was here 2 years ago. This is also the second time that I've been in public without a mask, so it's just a little nerve-wracking, as I'm sure you're aware, but it's such a privilege and an honor to be here. And every year as I listen to what Adoptions Together does and the stories that I hear, I'm amazed, because what Adoptions Together does is so much more than adoptions, and it never ceases to amaze me how incredible it is. It's great to be here tonight. I want to thank everyone at home that is already donated to our Shining Star Appeal. We wish that you could be here with us tonight. However, we are so very happy that you're turning in to watch us on the live streaming that's out there. We got a little bit used to that over this past year and a half. Let's quickly review, though, how to donate to the Shining Star Appeal. First, we're going to start with our supporters at home that are viewing there. Simply to select the donation button on your home screen, choose one of the preset donation amounts, or select the custom amount to be able to make that Shining Star Appeal donation. You could also text, I don't know if they're putting this up on the screen, you could take on your smartphone, your cell phones, text 243725, and in the message box you would put tip, uppercase, lowercase, doesn't matter, 2021 in that message box, and hit send, and then they'll send you a link to be able to get access to the donation buttons. For everybody that is here, welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us. We're going to get to do it the old-fashioned way. So do you have your bid cards in your hands, hopefully? How about raising them in the air a little bit, just so you get used to lifting them high? Thank you so I know this is a novel concept for us. So the way that it works is that we're going to give you an opportunity to make a donation, both here and those of us that are those that are watching at home as well. But we're going to start with our highest level of donation opportunity to the Shining Star Appeal. We're going to give you that highest level of donation. We're going to work our way backwards. Just remember that every single dollar counts. It all matters. It all makes a difference at the level that is right for you tonight. In your heart, we want you to raise that paddle in the air and leave it in the air until I acknowledge your donation number. At the same time, those at home can be texting in your donations as well. Before we get started, though, I'm just going to spend a few moments talking about what those different donation levels can accomplish, what they can actually do, what impact they have. Our first Shining Star giving level is at the $5,000 level. At this level, your donation can help build a scholarship fund to provide counseling for families who are struggling. Your $2,500 donation helps us to cover the cost of adopting a child or a sibling group out of the state foster care system, like we heard about with the Williams-Greer family adopting their twins this past year. And you guys, I'm so proud, I'm so amazed. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Your $1,500 donation, we can provide interim care for newborn babies while their lives are being settled, in critical care for medically fragile babies as we do a national search to find just the right parents for that child. Knowing that each baby, including that 9-month-old baby that you heard about tonight, is loved and cherished and cared for from the moment that they arrive in this amazing world. A $1,000 donation helps us sustain Adoption Together's 24-hour on-call crisis prevention services so that no child is ever abandoned and that we can respond to the need of a parent in distress. $500 provides services to a maturing adoptee seeking to reconnect with their birth family. I know this is so important to so many adoptees since you can never have enough people loving you. The impact of $250 is huge as well. It helps us to sustain support system groups for our families, creating an amazing network of peers to lift up and guide one another. And $100 level, the last level that we're going to ask for during the appeal process, during the Shining Star Appeal, it really matters. Every single dollar counts. Your $100 donation purchases baby supplies like formula, diapers, bottles, wipes for infants that are in our care. This truly helps to ensure that interim care parents have all the supplies that they need to lovingly care for a baby while their lives are being settled. Ladies and gentlemen, whether it's a $10,000 donation, a $100 donation, a $10 donation, Every dollar counts. It all matters. It all makes a difference. With your generosity, we can truly, truly continue to make a difference for Adoptions Together. We have some donors that could not be with us this evening as we begin this process. Margot and some of her staff will be donating on their behalf. So please, ladies and gentlemen, the only thing that we ask is that you be as generous as you possibly can. Our first level of donation opportunity, if it's right for you tonight in your heart, is at the $5,000 level. Please raise your bid cards in the air and keep them in the air at the $5,000 level if that's the right level for you tonight. Donor number 122, thank you. 228, thank you. 132, thank you. Sorry, the spotlights. Is there anyone else at the $5,000 donation level that I may have missed? Please join me in thanking each and every one of our $5,000 donors. Our next level of donation opportunity, if it's right for you tonight for the Shining Star Appeal, is at the $2,500 level. Please put those bid cards in the air at the $2,500 level if that's right for you tonight. Donor number 218, thank you. 195, thank you. And is there anyone else at the $2,500 level that I may have missed? Please join me in thanking our $2,500 donors. Ladies and gentlemen, our next level of donation opportunity, if it's right for you, is at the $1,500 level. Please put those bid paddles in the air at the $1,500 level if that's right for you tonight. Anyone at the $1,500 level? I'd like to move on to our next level of donation opportunity, and that's at the $1,000 level. Please put your bid cards in the air at the $1,000 level. Bidder number 145, thank you. 136, thank you. 180, thank you. 170, thank you. 115, thank you. 152, thank you. 237, thank you. 184, thank you. 150, thank you. Is there anyone else at the $1,000 level that I may have missed? Please join me in thanking each and every one of our $1,000 donors. Our next level of donation opportunity is at the $500 level. Please, if you possibly can, right now, put your bid cards in the air at the $500 level this evening. Bidder number 151, thank you. 112, thank you. 116, thank you. 157, thank you. 120, thank you. 177, thank you. Please join me in thanking all of our $500 donors. Our next level of donation opportunity, if it's right for you tonight, please put your bid cards in the air, is at the $250 level. Bidder number 239, thank you. 130, thank you. 19. Seven, thank you. 223, thank you. 20. our final level of donation opportunity that we're going to ask for right now. But remember, it all matters, it all counts. And if you would like to make a different level of donation, or you decide when we get through with the whole process that you just want to like double the whole thing and match it, that would be okay too. But every dollar counts. Any level that you want to make a donation after we've concluded the process, you can also do that text or go right to the giving donation levels on your devices. So please, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, everybody put your bid cards in the air at the $100 level. Bidder number 176. Tonight. Thank you for your amazing generosity.
Hey. All right.
How are you?
I'm all right. How about you?
I'm good. I'm not sure if I remember how to do this. You might have to help me.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
It's been a long while.
It's been a minute. We're a little rusty.
I did some of those virtual things, but I just talk there. I do what you do.
Yeah, but you know what? You get paid to talk, so it's okay.
Oh, well, there is that.
All right, listen, everybody get a drink. We need some bidding lubrication here going on. All right? We got to lubricate those shoulders to raise those cards and those elbows and everything.
Can I get the house lights up just a hair and the spots down? I truly can't see.
All right, let's get right to it because we have got some great packages. I think maybe you have seen them already, but we're going to jump right into it so everybody here can have a great time and do some good in the process. All right, here we go. Let's jump right in. Hang on. All right, we are going to start.
No.
All right.
No, yours aren't there.
Right here?
Nobody knows about it.
My God!
It's a special
I
edition.
passed this over because I didn't recognize this, as we like to say. This just in. We have some breaking news.
Truly, it is.
This is breaking news. Table experience at Molina, the most anticipated restaurant of the year. The winner is going to enjoy a dinner and a pairing for 4 people valued at $800. Thank you, Chef Dimitri. We appreciate this. And if you've tasted his work, so you know this is going to be good.
Well, yeah. So I'm going to do my fake auctioneering voice, if it's okay.
Okay.
Start out at 1,000. 1,000. How about 500? 500. 500. It's an auction. 500, 600, 600, 700, 700, 700. Do it again. 700, 700, 700, 700, 700, 700, 700, 800, 800, 800, 900, it's your turn. 900, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Give 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 12, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. He doesn't mind. He said so. 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. I'm at 11, bid 12. 1,200, 1,200 once. 1,100, 1,200, second call. I'm at $1,100 looking for 1,200. Last chance, 1,100, bid 1,200. Sold it for $1,100.
There you go.
That bidder number, please. Bidder number 190 for $1,100. Thank you, and thank you to my back bidders as well.
Now that's a bargain. You got a bargain there. You're a winner, 190. That's for sure. Hey, listen, we also have something else coming on. More breaking news.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, something you can't buy. The Middleburg experience. That went already in the Buy It Now opportunity, so you kind of missed out on that one, folks. Sorry. But we are so happy that it went. Now, let's get to something that might be a little controversial here.
Oh, yeah?
Do we have any Do we have any Tom Brady fans in here? No? Really? That's a shocker. There's a news headline there. But we have something here that is very, very special, and we want to give our thanks to Angela and Joel Glazer, as well as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and of course Tom Brady himself for this donation of a signed Tom Brady Buccaneers jersey. You can bid on this number 12 jersey, signed by 7-time Super Bowl champ Tom Brady, widely considered by many to be the greatest quarterback to have ever played the game at any age at this particular point now. This is a really, really special item. And BJ, what do you think?
Ladies and gentlemen, I think that somebody's going to really want this.
Okay.
Because it's Tom Brady.
It's Tom Brady.
You tell me, started at 3,000. 3, 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, but you get 2,000. 2, 2, but you get 2, but you get 2, 2, but you get 2, but you get 2, 2, but you get 2. Signed, Tom Brady. 2, 2, but you get 2, but you get 2, 2, but you get 2. Give $1,000. 1,001, 1, but you get 1, but you get 1, but you get 1,200. 1,200, but you get 12, 12, but you get 12. 1,000's bid, 1,200. 1,200, but you get 14, 14, but you get 14, 1,400. 1,400, but you get 14, 14, but you get 14, 14, now 16. 1,600, but you get 16, 16, but you get 16, 16, but you get 1,600. 14's in, now 16. 1,400, but you get 16, 16. It's your turn. 1,600, 16, 16, 16. Do it again. 16, 18. 1,800, 18, 18, 18. Now 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. It's more fun if you do it 3 times. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2,000. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. He'll keep going. I promise. 2,000. 2, 2, 2, 2,000. It's a nice round number. 18's in now. 2. 2, 2. Y'all can bid 2. 2, 2, 2,000. Literally 2. 2, 2, 2,000. 2, 2, 2,000. 2, 2. How about 1,900? 19 now. 2. 2,000. 2, 2, 2, 2. Do it again. 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 Do. 21 now 22 22 22 22 now 23 23 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 now 25 25 now 26 26 26 20. It's called an auction. 26 26 26 26 now 27 now 28 28 28 28 28 28 29 29 29 29 3000 3 3 3 3 3 3000 3 now 31 31 32 32 32 31 32 32 32 31, 32, 32, 32. 31, 32. I got you at 31. Now 32. 31, 32 once. 31, 3,200. Second call. Just in case you change your mind, I'm going to go 33.
Oh, all right.
33, 34, 34, 34, 34, 34, 30.
Come on now.
Now, y'all did say that before, right? 33, 34, 33, 34, 34, 34, 33 before.
It's only money, come on.
Yeah, it's just a little bit more,
It's only
right?
money, come on.
34, 34 once. 34, 34, 34, 34. Last chance, all done. 3,400. Sold it for $3,300. Bidder number 126. 3,300. Bidder 126.
Nice going,
Thank you
man.
to my back bidders as well.
And just think, one day you'll be able to trade that for a Taylor Heineke jersey. So.
Would you behave?
Hey, Heineke almost beat him last year.
I missed you. What's next?
All right. Let's get to our next experience. It is a beautiful Virginia wine tasting excursion. 6 people will be welcome to taste some of the best wines at Boxwood Winery, Barrel Oak Winery, and 50 West Vineyards. Your transportation in a 13-passenger party van provided for you, so you don't have to worry about the DUI. All right. End your day at the amazing Girasol restaurant and enjoy a $400 gift certificate along with the package. This incredible road trip donated by Boxwood Winery, Barrel Oak Winery, Kimberly Day, Atlantic Transportation, and Girasol Restaurant.
Awesome. It's a party. Somebody's going to drive, get some wine, get some food. What could be bad? Hanging out with friends. Party for 6, right?
One-stop shopping, end to end.
One-stop shop. Started at 2,000, 1,500, 1,500, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, bid 1,000. Let's roll. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,100, 1,100, 12, 1,200, 13, 13, 12, 13, 13. It's for 6. 13, 15. Now 14, 14, 14. Your turn. Do it again. 14, 14. Just a tiny bit more. Now 15, 15. 14. Now 15, 15. Are you bidding? 15, now 16. 16, what I get 16, 16, what I get 16, 16, what I get 16, 16, 17, 17. It's so much easier to say, by the way. 17, what I get 17, what I get 1,700. 17, nobody 17, 17. Make no mistakes, I'm on my right. 16, 17, 16, what I get 17, what I get 17. All done, all through. 1,700, last chance. Sold it. $1,600. You bought it. May I have your bidder number, please? Bidder number is 195 for $1,600. 195. Thank you, and thank you to my back bidders.
What you'll save in the lawyer's fees on the party van ride home alone is going to make that worth it. Nice going. All right. Now, if wine country is not your thing, how about the beach? How about a week at the beach, BJ?
Sounds awesome.
All right. An amazing 7-night stay in a luxurious Bethany Beach vacation home. You get the entire week in a gorgeous oceanfront location. It's got its own private boardwalk to get to the beach. It sleeps 8, all right? You can bring 8 friends along with you, or maybe 6 or 7 other friends along with you to split up the cost to make it even more worth it, all right, folks? We want to thank Debbie and Rory Schick for their generous donation of this luxurious home on the beach. What do you think, BJ?
I think it's amazing. So you've got 2 queen bedrooms, 2 twin bedrooms, 2.5 baths. Great property. It's available from October 2020 till March 2021.
Okay.
So lots of time to plan a wonderful getaway. I'm sorry, 2021 to 2022. I was going to get there eventually. I'm still back at last year. Thank you for the assist. Ladies and gentlemen, Bethany Beach, what a great place. Group bidding. You can go with some friends, too. That would be awesome. Started at 3,000. 3, 2,000. 2, 2. Group bidding. You can share. 2, 1,500. 15, 15. 1,500. 15, 1,000. 1,000, 1,000, 1,200. 1,200, 14, 1,400. 1,400, 1,600, 1,800, 2,000. 2, 2. You can bid against each other at the table. Don't look. Close your eyes. 2,000, 2. You're both out. 2, 2,000. 2, 2,000. Do it again. 2,000, 2, 2,000. 2, Bethany Beach. 2,000 sleeps 8. 2,000, 2 queens, 2 twins. 2,000, 2, 1,900 help. 19, nobody 19, but I get 1,800. 19, but I get 19, but I get 19. 19, nobody 19, but I get 19. I'm at 18 with Phil, now 19. 19, nobody 19, Bethany Beach. 19, nobody 19.
7 nights.
7 nights, Saturday to Saturday.
Yeah. Listen,
and it comes with a Yeti cooler, and they're going to fill it with 2 cases of this newly imported French great rosé that comes in a can, so you can take it to the beach.
Wow. Come on. Wait, it sleeps 8, you get it for 7 nights, and they give you wine? Hold up.
And a Yeti.
You can split that, and it's still cheaper than Motel 6. Come
1,900,
on.
19, nobody 19, but I get 1,900. I'm at 18, 19, now 2. 2, 2,000. 2, it was that French rosé that did it. 2,000, 2, 2,000, 19, now 2. Imagine, it's Bethany Beach. 2,000, 2, 8 sleeps 8. 2,000, 2, I'm at 19, now 2, once. Are we sure? 19, 2, second call. 1,900, 2, last chance, 2,000. Sold straight down the middle for 1,900.
Wow. That's a winner.
That bidder number is? Can I see your bidder number, please? That's okay. 164 for $1,900. Thank you, 164. Thank you, and thank you to my other bidders also.
Debbie and Rory, thank you so much for that. Now, I want to see what happens on this one. This one should generate a lot of interest in here.
Yep.
All right, BJ, here we go. How about a once-in-a-lifetime experience with the New York Yankees? You and 3 others will be welcomed into the GM's private suite. You get to enjoy all of the incredible amenities there throughout the game. You get to have premium food and beverages in the comfortable seats, and perhaps even more exciting, a private restroom, and you get parking. Yeah, and parking in New York is probably worth more than any of us can afford. We want to give our thanks to Brian Cashman of the Yankees for this. But a Yankees game in the general manager's suite? That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Even if you ain't a Yankees fan, that ain't bad.
Oh, but at that point, it would be such an experience. And it's New York. It's Yankees. It's
There you go.
Baseball fans, New York fans, take your pick, whichever way you want to play it. Started at 2,000, 1,500, 1,500, 15, now 17, 1,700, 17, 1,700, the GM suite for 4, 1,700, 17, how about 16, 1,600, 1,700, 1,800, 19, 2,000, 21, now 22, 22, 21, 22, 21's in, 22, now 23, 22, but 23, do it again. 22, 23, the GM suite. Imagine the experience. 22, 23 for 4, 22, 23 house parking, 20 private bathroom, 23 now 24, 24, 24, 20 church run, 24, 24, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, do it again, one more time. It's better if you do it twice. 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, we've only got one, 24, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, are you done? 25, 25, are you sure? 25, now 26.
There you go.
26, you know, you've played this long, you don't want to stop now. 26, 25, 26, 26, 26, 25, 26, last chance, I'm at 2,500, 26. 7.
There you go.
27, you owned it about that long. 27, 27, 27, one more time. 27, 27, 27, 27, 26, 27 once. I'm up front, make no mistakes. 26, they're having a board meeting. I already got you, just hang tight. 27, 27, second call. I'm up front, make no mistakes. 26, 2,700, last chance. 26, 27, all done?
What a deal.
Sold, $2,600. And that bidder number once again is 195. Thank you. 195 for 2,600, and thank you to my back bidders also.
Do you know what you just pulled off? That's not even 1 month's rent in a 600 square foot apartment in New York. That's not even a month's rent. Just let a brother know if you need a ride to the airport to go on that trip. Let's talk.
An extra? If he needs a fourth.
All right, well, as you all know, the day of sailing, that was already purchased in the buy it now price, so sorry you missed out on that. But let's give them a round of applause for winning that one. And now let's get to the last and certainly not least package here, the incredible opportunity to bid on over 100 bottles of fabulous wines from Rodman's Wine Cellar. This is an amazing collection featuring over 10 varietals. It'll be an amazing start or an addition to anyone's personal cellar or collection. We want to give a shout out to Rodman's for making this donation. 100 bottles of wine. Come on now. And I'm told that we've got a number from our, actually we haven't got a number yet, but I want to know what this one is going to go for. BJ, what number do you want to start this at?
10,000?
10,000.
Okay.
10,000.
How about 2002?
Lead balloon, boom.
Fell flat, didn't it there? How about 50? It's 100 bottles. It's a party in a bunch of boxes. 1,500, 15, 16, 17, 1,800, 19, well-stocked cellar. 19, 1,900, 100 plus bottles of wine. 19, now 2,000.
Awesome.
2,000, 2,000, 1,900 straight back. Now 2,000, now 2,100, 21, 21. 2,000's bid now 2,100. It's 100 bottles of 21. 2000, now 21, 21, 21, 21, 21. It's going to have everything you can imagine, over 10 varietals. 21, 21, 21, 21, now 22. 22, 22, 22, 2200. 21, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 21, 22, 22, 21, 2200. I'm straight back, make no mistakes. Y'all ain't bidding if you're not back there. 21, 22, 22, 22, 21, 22, 22, 22. Everybody done, everybody through. 21, 22, last chance to play. 21, 22, now 23.
All right.
23. 23, your turn. 23, 23, 23, do it again. 23, now again. 22, 23, 23, 23. 22's here, 23. 23, 23, 23, 20, it's 100 bottles. 22, 23, 23, 23, 23, 23, 22, 23, 23, 23, all done, all through. 22, 23, 22, 23, they're having a board meeting, I'll let you know in 1 second. 23, now 24. They had a decision, 24, your turn. 24, 24, 24, 24. 24, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24, all done, all through. 24, 24, 24, 24. Now 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25. They said no. Anybody else want to say yes? Sell it, sell it, sell it for $2,400. Sold it for $2,400. That bidder number is 195. Bidder number 1595, 195, and she just tore that card in half.
Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for allowing me to be a part of this. It was great to work with Leon again, and you are all so amazing. Thanks for joining us in this pre-pandemic world.
There you go.
And
Let's give BJ Jennings a round. Come on, give her a hand. Show her how much you appreciate her.
It's been my pleasure.
You did great.
And don't forget, if you didn't get that live auction item that you really wanted, they would happily like you to make another donation if you decide that you would like to. So thanks so much for being here tonight. Thanks for being so generous.
Awesome. BJ, you're the best. Thank you, dear. Come here. All right. Oh, thank you so much, BJ. I love working with her, and she really, I love the spirit that she brings to every event that she works at. I love this woman, and I love you all for coming out here and getting what this is all about. I'm waiting to see if we do have a number to announce what we've accomplished here tonight. Do we have it? Here we go. Now this is the. Whoa. Okay. All right, this ain't too bad. You all have a lot to be proud of. Shining Star donations tonight have totaled $88,190. $88,190. Thanks to all of you. And those of you who are with us streaming online, thank you as well. You made a difference. Hopefully next year we'll all be together in the same place at the same time. Thank you all for coming out here and supporting Adoptions Together and supporting the families that are part of all of our communities and part of our lives. We're all in this together, as we like to say. So thank you, God bless, and we'll hope to see you next year.